I had the art bug pretty young. This is me at 4, practicing to be a glamorous actress. There wasn't a lot of arts and culture in the neighborhood where I grew up in the suburbs, so I would create my own by putting on backyard festivals and performances. Fast forward to age 19, that's me actually on stage, living out that fantasy. I had just moved to Galliano, and being in that community play was a great way to meet a ton of locals, even if they did call me Little Red Riding Hood for years after that. When I moved to Commercial Drive, I finally found the vibrant, creative neighborhood that I'd been seeking my whole life. So finally I could walk down the street and see art and hear music and be inspired by ideas all around me. And I met this local arts group called Avenue for Arts that was made up of artists of different backgrounds and different ages who would all work together. And now 10 years later, I'm still very involved with that group, and those people have become like family to me, really. So through community arts, I found a meaningful and long-lasting community. Community art is really good at creating something very central to neighborhoods, which is neighbors. Something really special happens when people get together to create art. Boundaries tend to dissolve, and it leads to sharing and collaborating and talking. And pretty soon that stranger who lives down the street from you is a friendly neighbor that you feel you can talk to. Often creative endeavors like this are also about bringing groups of people together to define something about who they are and what's important to them. So ask yourself what's unique about your neighborhood, because neighborhoods that visibly celebrate their unique personalities tend to attract a lot of people to want to come to them. So it becomes a place to visit and bring guests from out of town to hang out for the day, shop, go for lunch, go to shows. And this type of creative economy can bring a lot of different types of wealth to a neighborhood. There's a lot of different types of community art. It often involves artists working with groups to help them express something. So for Avenue for Arts, one thing we like to do is put on free public art workshops where people can stop by and learn something new and have a laugh with other people. And we also curate group shows on themes. So we really like to bring together people from diverse backgrounds to share ideas and have a good time. Here are a couple of other examples of community art from my neighborhood that I find inspiring. So Mosaic Creek Park and the Community Voices Wall are both examples where local artists work with large groups to make large installations. The Community Voices Wall transformed a strip of concrete that was covered in graffiti and was quite run down into a long strip of colorful art that was made by 300 volunteers from across different cultural groups and generations who were asked to make large mosaics about their origins. On the theater side, the Push Festival and the Cult recently put on a play called Peter Panties, which was dubbed as a radical reimagining of Peter Pan. But what was really radical about this play was that it's the brainchild of Niall McNeil, who is a 28-year-old man with Down syndrome. And what his co-collaborators did was really try to respect his unique point of view as a storyteller and bring it honestly to the stage. And that's not a point of view you get from mass media. And lastly, of course, Public Dreams Society, who brings us the Illuminaires and the the Parade of Lost Souls. And what they really specialize in is community participation. So instead of passively watching, people bring costumes and lanterns and their own skills into creating that event spontaneously. So when you're part of something spontaneous and meaningful and beautiful with a group of other people, that's really pretty much one of the coolest feelings in the world. And that's what community art is all about. If you would like to help it flourish in your neighborhoods, it's important to recognize your local artists and your local art venues as valuable resources to build and protect theaters and galleries and artist studios, and to invest in art and artists as your neighborhood's cultural treasures. This is neighborhood building and relationship building. It's really uplifting to walk down a street and see a big, beautiful mural. It makes you happy to be there. And this power may have something to do with what comic artist Linda Berry calls the aliveness of images and the aliveness we feel when we experience them. Please enjoy celebrating your neighborhood's unique culture. Thank you.